Happy Fursuit Friday, everyone. I wanted to use this opportunity to share with you the two most important things that you should know about wolves. Now, the first thing is that wolves and wolf dogs should never be kept as pets. No, I'm not a pet. The second thing you need to know is actually kind of an explanation of the first one. And that is that the biggest difference between a wolf and a dog is that a dog is a wolf puppy that never grows up. So that is to say that, like humans and wolves go through very similar life stages. As a toddler, you can believe anything that your parents tell you to. They're infallible heroes to you. They're your everything, quite literally and ideologically. But then you get into your adolescent years, and you often become quite rebellious. I know I did. I mean, look at me. So that's very common. But dogs will never get past that stage. They're always going to be in the puppy stage. Wolves, on the other hand, like people, go into the adolescent stage and beyond. So once they're in the adolescent stage, they're trying to figure themselves out, what they're good at, trying to figure out the world, how to deal with it. And, that's a very important time of their life. Then when they get in the adult stage, they usually become more refined, know who they are, generally speaking, and they're really good at, what they do, and that the role that they play in life, typically speaking. And that goes for both wolves and humans again. And then in the geriatric years, they become caretakers, just like grandma and granddad. Like they will just pamper you and take care of you to the best of their ability. For wolf packs, that means staying at the den, watching over the sick, the injured, the pups. So they stay there and provide for the rest of the family, and then the ones that are hunting will come back and supply everyone. But they take care of the pups at home. So that's kind of like the life stages that wolves go through, and it's very similar to people. Again, dogs don't do that. They just stay at the puppy stage, and that's why you can never do anything wrong. You are just amazing to your dog. That's not so with wolves. If it was easy to train a wolf, we would have them pulling sleds, because they are much better at it than huskies and malamutes and other sled-type dogs. No offense, guys, but you have a real broad chest. Ours is narrow, and that helps us plow through the snow. We also have webbed feet in between our paw toes, and that helps us swim, gives us traction, and huskies and malamutes don't have that. So we're actually better equipped, physiologically speaking, to pull a sled than a husky is, or a malamute, or other type of sled dog. So you just can't get us to do it. It's the same thing as going up to somebody off the side of the street and saying, "Hey, I need you to do this task for me, and I'll feed you for it." And this is somebody that does not need your help, because wolves are fully capable. And you go to Wall Street and ask somebody that, or anywhere else, where somebody just definitely doesn't really need any handouts, you're not going to get them to work for food. That's not going to happen. What's in it for me? Sort of mentality, and they don't like dealing with us anyways. But anyways, that's the two most important things that you should know about wolves. And I also wanted to include wolf dogs in that too, just to be clear, because you don't know what you're going to get with a wolf dog. You really don't. Much like people, we have very varied different types of personalities. So does the offspring of wolves and wolf dogs. You're like jumping back centuries of domestication and work when you mix a bloodline like that. And the wolves that can come out of a wolf dog litter, or wolf dog, the wolf dogs that you can have from a wolf dog litter rather, they can be very dog-like, and then they can be very wolf-like in the same litter. Well, the question is, what happens to the ones that are very wolf-like? And I'll tell you exactly what happens to them. Unfortunately, they are usually put down. They're euthanized. They're killed. If they're lucky, they can wind up at a wolf sanctuary, where I used to work, or like one that I used to work at. But I will tell you, that 98% of every wolf or wolf dog that lives at a wolf sanctuary anywhere in the world comes from people that thought that they could make a wolf or a wolf dog as a pet, and it didn't work out. And it's really sad. We get, at least this is years ago, but we would get 5 emails and 2 phone calls every week with somebody saying, hey, I've got this wolf or wolf dog, and I can't take care of it anymore. And if you can't take it, we're probably going to have to put it down. And it sucks so bad, but there's nothing that we can do about it. Every wolf sanctuary in the entire world, as well, is overcapacity. It is very very typical to have one wolf sanctuary have 65 plus wolves living there, and they're living off of donations. They're 501c3 or C7 organizations, depending, usually C3, not for profit. They rely entirely on donations. They need help. If you can donate to a wolf sanctuary, it'd be greatly appreciated, because we're in business to go out of business. We want to educate people about wolves and prevent them from coming into our sanctuaries and having to live behind a fence for the rest of their life. We try to make it as nice as we possibly can, but it's not ideal. Like people, you can't just lock us up and expect us to be happy no matter how much you pamper us. It just doesn't work that way. Wolves don't like it either. And they can get out of pretty much anything, too. We keep them happy enough to keep them from jumping the fences too often, but they will clear a 12-foot fence with a 2-foot overhang. I've seen it happen with a 12-year-old wolf from a dead stop. My jaw hit the ground. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, those are the 2 most important things you should know about wolves, and I just thought you all should know. Again, I wish you a very happy Fursuit Friday. Stay healthy and be safe. Bye.